Alhamdulillah.
My favorite band.
Oh, we're getting Arab money. We're getting Arab money.
Yeah.
You said
You remember
Arab.
that shit from fucking GTA 4?
No.
I know the fucking thing I don't want to say. It's just disrespectful.
What was it? Was that on a
It was a Busta Rhymes song and Swiss Beats song that came out like in 2006.
for GTA or it was just in GTA?
It was in
It was
GTA.
in it, but
Yeah.
like it's one of the. It's to me, it is an anxiety-inducing song because the beat is just obnoxious, and then the fucking dude singing the hook is so loud, so much louder than the other music.
It is.
And then there's so much fucking auto tune on it. It's just it makes me it
That
feels
was
panicky.
That was club music at that time, bro. You go to the club and you hear that shit blaring and you're fucking you're high on fucking Fenton, fucking I don't know, fucking Krispy Kreme. You're just going through the motions.
One of my favorite things about Grand Theft Auto 4 was that it's the first game that I can remember that had fucking like any kind of like really Hispanic song. Like it had Suavemente in it.
I mean,
And other things too.
what you call had some sense within it too? Vice
What?
City.
No, but what I'm saying, like Grand Theft Auto, I mean, as a general,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like you know, you're not hearing that in like fucking, I don't know, Watch Dogs or something.
Watch out, you're hearing dogs get kicked on the radio.
Watch Dogs did have Rise Against in it though. That was such a weird game, man.
It's just hearing, and then
Coming up next on Kick Dog Central.
We're gonna kick a poodle.
there's all these psychopaths listening to this while they're driving.
It is the most listened to fucking radio station in the world by like tenfold.
I'd
Yeah.
be so disappointed.
It's not even close.
I would be so fucking disappointed in
I'm like,
humanity.
oh, we have to burn them. We have to
yeah,
burn them down.
it's time.
I have to find the nukes and let them all off right now.
We're done.
Welcome to Extra Ammo. We're gonna be focusing on some questions here. We got to it pretty early. There's only 100 questions. I posted this 3 hours ago, by the way.
Oh, sick.
You're lying.
No, it's a crazy lie.
There's
first off.
100? Oh, okay.
no, like 3 hours ago, and then 102 questions.
Oh,
So
okay.
never mind.
Fantastic.
Our leg up has been completely.
Bought 2 islands.
Let's see. God, I gotta scroll all the way back.
Alhamdulillah, with my millions piling, I'm just whiling. Bought 2 islands.
What is that from?
It's Diddy in that. You know what I hate? Diddy has bars in that song, but I hate Diddy.
What song is it?
The same one. There's the Arab Money. With the
Diddy his the remix when he was on it.
yes,
Yeah, I remember.
yes.
They had like 7 people on that fucking remix.
They had I think
Jim
Nelly
Jones
was there, or was no?
it was Jim Jones. Some of the Dipset boys were there.
There was a lot of people
Do
there.
you remember Dipset?
Yes.
That's how old I am. I remember Dipset. I remember going to Rucker Park and playing basketball there when I was way young. I wasn't like even. I was just a kid playing basketball. But Jim Jones and Cameron got jumped and they got ran out of fucking Rucker Park. Cameron literally ran. Jim Jones is like backpedaling and throwing punches, but Cameron ran away. Like he ran off. I was like, this is
what do you
hilarious.
expect from a nigga that wore pink camo? You remember that?
He had his pink coats and shit like that.
Yeah, he started the fucking trend.
No, you don't start the trend. Actually, Kanye.
No.
The pink polo? Yes.
Dude, 2004. You think so Kanye was wearing pink before that?
The pink polo
before Cameron's...
when All Falls Down came out, he had a pink polo on the press release.
What year was
bro.
that?
Maybe 2002. Let me see when
See, check it out because I thought because maybe I'm wrong.
Just
check it out.
College Dropout. There you go.
Look it up because maybe I'm wrong. Because I always thought it was Cameron that started the thing, and I was like, here we go. All of a sudden, fucking every nigga was wearing pink.
Shit, no, 04.
Same year?
February 10th, 04.
Weird. So it was the same year. So basically, I don't know
I feel
why.
like this album came out because I feel like I was
don't know
listening to
why
his music when I
04
was way
the year
younger.
of the pink. It was stupid. Stupid as shit.
Here's an interesting question.
Then
They
late
ruined
Reg,
pink.
05.
Okay, what's up?
They ruined it for me. Ruined it.
They ruined Pink. What's wrong?
Well, no, 'cause I
thought she
thought-
had a great career.
Pink.
She has
forgot
had
about
like
that bitch.
she's had a perfect career actually.
What the hell has she done after that? So what song? What's she done after that? Has she done
I think
anything after
kind
that?
of stopped after that.
So what? I'm having more fun.
We were having bad dreams. Wait,
Is that
remember
a
the song with the guy from Fun?
Oh, really?
If we just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough. Wait,
That's
so a second.
that's Pink?
Yeah, that's Pink.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Mhm.
The
She had
only,
a career.
I only know her from what's that? The one about the party?
The party started. Coming out,
so you better get the party started. I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
She's had a quite a career, man.
That's another thing is like I associate because there are certain songs that I really like, right? Yeah. And I will listen to them for such a long time that they become unassociated with like a specific memory because they're just like in my rotation always. They're not like explicitly linked with an old memory. That song specifically, it's 2001 or 2002. I'm in the car playing with like a fucking action figure, like a Spider-Man 1 movie action figure on my way to school. Yeah. And right afterwards, Dirty Pop from fucking NSYNC is gonna play.
Dirty Pop.
And like, it's crazy. It's a very specific song.
Yeah, she started making music in 1999.
And then she died. And then she died in 1999 in 2 months.
Yeah. 95 actually. My sister loved her. My sister loved her music back in the day.
Never heard of that music in the mid-90s. I did not know she existed.
That's when she was like doing like the punk thing. I remember that era of her.
I remember she did like there's a song that it sounded like Destiny's Child to me. And I don't know if it was called like You Make Me Sick or something.
Oh.
That sounds familiar.
You make me sick. Something, na 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 na.
That sounds familiar.
You got me going again because you got me going.
Wait, look that up, please. That's bothering me because that's ringing a bell that I'm sure I've heard, but like I probably have genuinely not heard that song since the 90s, probably.
Let's see.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast, Extra Ammo, where we go in depth on the discography of Pink.
Eventually, Numb. I remember Numb. Going to California. What do you call it? My Vietnam.
Sound like you're going through Red Hot Chili Peppers now.
Yeah.
Oh my coming, oh my coming, oh my coming, oh my coming. I'm coming so much. Come, dude.
I'm coming real hard in California. Coming in California.
I'm gonna come to light, fall asleep.
Come hard, addicted to your thick dick.
I fucking love the Red Hot Chili Peppers so much.
I hated them for so long.
I like them.
I like the songwriting. I just hate Anthony Kiedis.
I don't like the parts where he's doing that funky fucking rapping shit.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
sucks.
Dump the pistol that you pay for.
Yeah, I don't need that.
It's like scat but stupid.
Yeah, it sucks.
The giant eraser penis on a SpongeBob. It's like you
can literally say anything. Yeah. That's what it is.
I love it. I love them, dude.
Hit him. Like, I don't like
my
that
dick
shit.
fell off. My ass is on fire. My head fell off. My nose is black. Everything is falling apart with me.
Yeah, I love that shit, dude. That was peak music to me when I was young. I was like, yeah.
Look, man, they got some good fucking... I'm driving with JoJo, and literally everything's come in that song. I remember going to Pasadena to go to Louisiana Chicken, and we're like, come, and I'm just like laughing so hard. I'm like, if anyone could understand what is happening right now, like if the renders were rolled down, they're hearing two people saying "come" as loud as they can. Like, what would I mean? I guess from our perspective, you'd probably just nod and be like,
"Yeah, they're vibing."
Yeah, yeah.
I was throwing Molotov in the car.
You look at them.
That's so much free-spirited evil.
One frame.
Yeah.
There's one frame of it going at you. It's going at it, leaving my hand.
Even in video games, it's not that quick.
No way.
Grand Theft Auto takes a while.
That's literally frame canceling in real life.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dude.
I can't find this fucking song.
I guess it's not real.
Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe.
So what? I'm still a cock star.
There's There You Go. Remember that one? Remember There You Go?
No.
Yes, I do.
That sounds like Destiny's Child.
Yeah, cause this is the album where she was all R&B'd out. So it's like, there you go. Let you go. There you go. Talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes to be like that.
Whoa.
Miss you so.
Okay, we're gonna get struck.
It's all
but that's crazy.
This is unmonetized.
This is Patreon stuff.
Oh, true. Well, I mean more for the standing of the channel, I think, because like that adds up or something.
Gotcha.
But
yeah,
that's crazy. I haven't. Wow, what is that song called?
There You Go.
There You Go by Pink.
Go. Yeah, that came out in 2000. And then here's You Make Me Sick Radio right under it. So that's why I said like Destiny's Child. This was her. Shut up, pussy. I don't know if you remember.
I really fucked with this specific sound. I don't know what it was. Like this Destiny's Child. Like I don't know. I really loved it.
I love Destiny's Child.
I think it was the first time that that I could recognize that music was starting to sound like distinctly differently. You know what I mean?
I see.
Because like it was like that was the first. Well, from when I was born, you know, because everything like you're into it. You know what I mean? You're born into whatever. But then like that was like I'd never heard anything like that before. Like specifically like the little like harpsichord synth shit almost.
Yeah.
Where like ooh, I'm into it.
I like that. I was.
I feel like for me, the first time I really heard music was it was probably like
the Gregorian chants at the church where you got molested. And you get it.
I'm thinking like new shoes.
They put you like a puppet.
They're like waving at the top of it. They're all doing it at me, so I'm vibrating.
Oh man. That's crazy.
Throw me in a fucking baptism pool.
Yeah.
Now say now pray.
Addicted to the shindig. Red Hot Chili Peppers as a fucking Catholic Gregorian chants would go fucking.
For me, it was
soft.
The fact that they haven't done that is actually
soft.
That would go fucking
soft.
That would go so fucking soft, dude.
For me, it was like New Shoes. Like I Can't Wait, that song. That was the first song I heard. That like
by Paolo Nutini for the fucking.
It's I Can't Wait by the New Shoes.
Oh, I thought you meant the New Shoes, the song by Paolo Nutini that was in all those fucking commercials.
What songs those?
You don't remember that?
Like,
both of your songs.
Oh, you know the song.
Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right.
I don't know.
I said, hey, I put some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting. No, short on money, but long on time. Don't this open in the sweet sunshine.
The melody's cool, but singing about shoes like that pisses me off.
And I'm gonna buy new shoes. I don't know why I remember that whole fucking chorus.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Right, yeah. Skip through it a little bit.
Wait, but that's not. Is it? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's I Can't Wait, and it's just that sound over. Wait. And I was looking, and I was like, "This is it."
All right, we should get to questions.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
I forgot that we had. Yeah. Let's do that. My bad.
There's 100. I posted this 3 hours ago. There's 100. There's over 100 already.
That song is such a fucking bounce.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't know it was called that.
Yeah,
because I Can't Wait by the New Shoes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The ghost of Tom Waits wrote in.
Okay.
Says, "Hey, Slipcock, Green Gay, and 2 tons of gay. Recently, I've been noticing that more and more people, namely online, have returned back to more retro technology. A vocal movement about returning to CDs and DVDs and such for consuming our media has reared its head. But also, more people have been playing retro consoles. I find. My question is, do you think that more people will be enough? Wait, it says more people will enough."
Just make it make sense.
My question is, do you think that if enough people shift to physical media like back when, or are we only headed deeper into despotic nightmare?
I was gonna say Despacito.
That's what I thought too. I was waiting for Despacito to happen.
Look, no, we're done. That is over.
Look, here's the thing. So the economy's fucked. Everything's getting more expensive. Streaming services are getting more expensive. There's so many streaming services now that I do think we're kind of getting back to this area of just like, I'm just going to buy this. I think we're headed back there because it's just like the whole point of streaming services in the first place was to negate all of this extra choice. We just wanted like a place where we could go to get everything. Netflix was there first. They had everything for a while. Then things split off. Then Hulu happened. And it was like, okay, there's just 2. That's not so bad. And then fucking, Disney Plus, HBO Max, fucking everything. Everything had a plus. Paramount Plus, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck had the nerve to even suggest that? I think there's even like, Apple TV and fucking.
Everything. I think Stars has something, dude.
Yeah, Stars.
I was like, what the fuck? Who watches Stars?
That's fucking nobody.
No one left. No one left.
The executives at Stars don't watch Stars.
No, absolutely not.
They were like, why are we getting paid?
Why are we getting paid? They're just sitting on bags of money and they don't understand
Quibi
why.
and Tubi and fucking
busting off on his
There's
fucking
so
dollars.
many of them now.
And there's genre specific ones too. There's like, hey, here's a horror film
on Shudder.
And it's just like, brother, we're getting these are just channels.
It's just,
this is cable packages. This is It's back to the way it used to be.
Disgusting capitalism.
And
I would have one subscription if I could choose. I would have one and it'd be Prime.
Prime?
Yeah.
If you had to choose,
I mean, I have Prime because it's Amazon and it's more about packages.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have it if it wasn't part of the deal.
Yeah.
Because the shipping is it's amazing. Like even when because it used to be $7 way back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's like double that now. But
I had
still,
it free
even
for
that
a while.
is well worth it.
Yeah.
I had it free for a while because of college.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In college.
So like, I don't know. So to me, I look at it as like, are a lot of people going to go back to that media? Probably not, but I think more people than you would have expected to are going to make that shift because I've already started buying, not necessarily physical media, but I've already started buying like, if there's a movie that I want and it's available for digital, I'll buy the download code. Like I'm over it at this point.
Yeah, I still like collecting, like especially movies that I really enjoy.
The great
Still,
exodus
like,
backward is going to happen.
Yeah, it's but it's. I don't think it's going to be a massive movement. I think it's like anything else where, like, say even something as silly as Crocs. The Crocs movement is over. You know, it is going to be a fleeting thing where everybody's going to do this thing and then it's going to fucking die off, and only the people that genuinely cared about it, like the people who actually like Crocs, are the only ones wearing them now. And before, it was fucking everyone.
I never got a pair.
Yeah, they're not comfortable to me.
My feet are too big also, but that's why.
To me, I was like, let me see what the whole fuss is about, and I put them on. I was like, oh, these aren't, my slides are infinitely more comfortable than these. What the fuck? Why would I wear these? Yeah.
Sad truth, everybody's dumb and gay except for me, and they have to.
Yeah, everybody's gay.
Everybody's dumb and gay but me.
There's my friend. My friend has I have a cassette tape of my buddy, and we were like 15 years old in like probably like 2003 or something. Before we started a song, it's him yelling that everybody's gay but me, and then we start a song.
All right, let's see. Like
being so convinced, being so like, I know everyone's gay. I know it. I can fucking feel it, dude. I fucking
can't be me though. It's like fucking Tim Pool when he was like talking about the problems with like dating and all this shit, and he was like, "It's not me." It's everybody else. And I'm like, he unironically says that.
If you're single in your 30s and you're trying, you're the problem.
Yeah, it's like
if you're trying and you're single.
JoJo's mom was actually concerned, like, oh, he's in his like mid 30s or however when we first started. I was probably mid 30s or I guess early, whatever.
Early 30s.
But like, she was like, I don't know, man. Is he? You know, for him to be like single this late in the stage, you know, does he suck? You know what I mean? Like, is it one of those things that he sucks? And then I was like, no, I just fucking.
That's a fairly simple something for a parent, though.
Like, I understand her thinking, but I was just like, no, I promise you, I just don't stay in like things that do suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will stay in a committed relationship if they're chill. But I've just ran into stupid things over and over, and I'm like, I promise you, this sounds arrogant or conceited. It is not me. I know how that sounds.
It sounds a little arrogant.
It
sounds crazy.
It sounds like it's you.
But like now I found someone who's fucking chill.
Yeah.
And hey, we've been together for like 4 fucking years, and everything's fine.
I talk about this all the time, where we have conversations about like if someone's relationship and it's not working out well, they should just leave the relationship. I think especially if you try to fix it, like if you try to fix it and things still end up like not working out, just leave.
That's it.
And that's fine. You know, it's always better to do that. And then Lou was like, well, that's not fair because of logic, right? The artist logic. He's with his wife, right? And it seemed good on the surface, but apparently had like some really underlying problems with the situation, and he left her. And then fairly quickly, he started dating somewhere else, right?
Okay.
That is like
I understand it's hurtful to the other person, but if the person is genuinely over it, there is no designated waiting period.
But look at this, right?
It's just like
if you exit a relationship very quickly, and then within like a very quick amount of time you're dating somebody else, it kind of doesn't look good because like you were probably already plotting on that person.
What it means to me is that you've been checked out for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's really what that
means.
means.
You've been dragging it out to the point where you've already looked for other prospects or thought of it. You've checked out. The only reason you're still in that relationship is because you just haven't pulled the trigger to leave for whatever reason.
Look, I just think that doesn't look. Keep it on the low if you're gonna do that.
No, it doesn't.
You know?
It doesn't look good. But I think you shouldn't care about that.
I think
you're when it comes to your feelings and live instead of because you're living for other people. Like, oh man, I'm not gonna talk. You might even miss your window of opportunity for a certain person because you're like, I need to make sure everybody knows that the split was amicable and I still love her so much that I can't bear thinking of dating anybody else. I'm like, if you don't feel that way, fuck it.
I genuinely have like one amicable split in my life.
No.
Genuinely one.
Might have been actually all of them been good. Actually, like I'm cool with. Like, it's cool, but I don't really...
Yeah.
Might pop in and say hi, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I have
it's like
one.
an 80-20 for me.
Yeah.
I have
I'd say
one.
that's
Where 20-20 is like not great.
And I genuinely even do nothing. I don't think I was bad in any of them. I think it was kind of
No, you probably... I don't believe you. I've known you for a long time. You definitely did something.
I actually do not think I was a bad partner. I was young.
I would have to... I'm one of those... I like to analyze, because that was the question, like, say, JoJo's mom. It was a question for me where I'm like, I have analyzed myself and to be like, am I the issue? Like, what happened in these relationships that when they ended? And each time it was something...
She's gay
I
every
literally
time for me.
didn't do anything in these, like, say, especially my previous one. She has an extreme case of ADHD, which was way too hard for her to navigate. So she actually wanted to, like... not do it, and it was like, okay, it was an amicable split because she wasn't really ready.
Sure.
I was like, okay, I didn't do anything. The previous one, it was just more shit on her side, and I'm like, bro,
Wait, how do we get here?
I don't know. I actually have no
What
fucking idea.
was the question?
Couldn't even tell you.
Let's go. Let's see.
Something about.
I lost it a while
Because
ago.
I remember that guy said something.
Oh, the technology thing.
What? I still don't even know. What
It was about whether or not people are going to go to older tech or whatever.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not gonna my older bitches.
Let me see. That's a good conversation when you don't remember how the fuck you got there.
Older bitches.
Oh my god, it's a disaster.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
You had so much time to fix that.
Oh,
And it
no.
fell anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm on Fent, dude.
Oh, it's okay,
I'm
man.
moving a little slow.
Aren't-
Fridays. Let's go.
Fent Fridays.
That's right.
Monday.
That's right. It's Monday, so we're all on fentanyl. I forgot that was like the theme of Monday episodes when we record them.
Yeah,
I want to do a workout on fentanyl
that's
We
crazy.
should all
and die.
Die.
We should all do fentanyl
We should
on the show.
We do prescribed fentanyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
What do they prescribe fentanyl for? If you got killed, if you got attacked by a bear or some shit?
No, they give you fentanyl in surgery, I think.
Yeah, it's good. I want that. So I'm just gonna get surgery. So I can get and then I'm gonna wake up and grab the Fent.
You're open. You're open.
You're running. Your organs are on the ground.
Entrails.
I wonder.
All right, hold on. Wait, no,
yeah.
enough of this. Enough of this.
Sure.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right, I got to get to these questions.
Wow. These great questions. Sorry.
Sure. These are great questions.
Sure.
A scuba tank filled with fart gas wrote in.
Very cool.
He says, "Dear small, medium, and fat." So mean, these people. Long time listener, big fan. Would you please rank yourselves by order of gayness?
Like literal gayness?
I'd love to see how you break down who in the group is the least and most gay and why. Thanks for being my favorite podcasters and bringing joy and laughter to my life with your show. Lily
Nigga.
says it's Lily.
Oh, it's Lily. Lillian Lily?
I mean, it's more likely
Lily
a random.
H?
It's to have someone who happens to
With
have
the
that
same
name.
name?
But I like to think that it's actually.
It's Kingston.
It's Kingston.
Slade.
Lily doesn't watch this podcast. She has better things to do. But
Dude, JoJo's become so bored at work. She started listening to the podcast. I was like, oh, gross.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I would genuinely hate it if I found. If I found out my partner listens to my show,
Yeah.
I would break up with her immediately.
That's crazy.
I'd be like, stay.
for your level, yeah, that's break up worthy. For us, we're too deep in already now.
What do you mean? Oh no, I know what you mean. Yeah,
We're too deep in now. For you, it's like, yeah, fucking leave that bitch.
I think. I think it's just. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just so used to like. I think when I started my YouTube channel, I liked the fact that it was my thing and that my family didn't know about it. So like, it just bothers the hell out of me when people I know just like fucking.
I couldn't agree more. Did I tell you guys on the show that? Oh no, I must not have said it because me and my buddy were shopping. We were doing a side podcast, and we were shopping the name, and we were recording and shopping the name as like a test run, and we were like, oh, there's no podcast called The Gay Boys. Maybe we should do that. And then the other one was Freaking Awesome Guys, which we like settled on that, which is it's FAG,
yeah.
right? So we were just shopping it, whatever. So I do an update video on my channel saying that this is something that we're thinking about doing, and I might put it on this channel. My mom calls me one day. I didn't pick up, but it was voicemail. I see it say, "Don't use the F slur as a name," and I'm like, "What the? Get the fuck out of here! Like, why are you watching my shit? It sucks. Like, like the fact that she's even." It pissed me off. I literally did
You're her
not.
baby boy. She's gonna find it.
I did not call it back. Like I did not
ever again.
So I called her for some
That's
other
crazy.
thing. I was like, I am not even gonna acknowledge this. You're not going to.
I want to make mine the N word, but like have it spelled out as like different things.
Yeah.
Like nitro infused good guys.
Shut up.
Ever
That's
eternally registered. Wait, no, that's not good.
none of it's good.
So pretend you're from New England.
The first word should just still be the slur.
niggers in
great, ever changing rectum smile.
This is stupid.
I think that's funny.
good, great.
So which one?
Great is crazy.
So which one of you is the most gay?
Well, we know who's the least gay. The guy that hates being fucking touched. So,
I thought I was the most gay.
you don't.
You are
like
literally a
people
homophobe.
touching you.
You're literally homophobic.
You don't like the mouth, the mic. Being
Literally,
in front of
actually.
your mouth. It's too,
I'm not homophobic.
Well,
at
no,
all.
no,
reminds
you're
you
not.
too
You're not,
much like
you're not homophobic in the way that like the word means what it means. Okay, you're homophobic in the way that like.
See, look at that. He hates
I
it.
just don't. This is weird.
Bro,
Stop.
your shit is so not secure. What's going
What do you
on?
mean? I like it like this.
He literally, it's like he puts the mic. It's like he doesn't even screw it. He puts the mic on and lets it balance.
I'm leaving up to chance, dude.
Yeah. It's like a game.
I like little mini game. I really don't think I'm homophobic.
No. Listen, the way that what homophobia means today is that you don't like gay people, right?
Yeah.
I think you're literally, like from the etymology of the word.
Like afraid
I
of
think you're
people?
literally afraid of
Afraid
gay.
of gayness.
I think you're literally afraid of gay.
What does that mean?
It means you're phobic to gays.
But I'm not.
But you are.
I just don't like you touching me.
Look at that. Look, I
Can you
can
stop?
see
You
it.
shook with
I can
rage.
see it. I saw it swell up in him. I felt the hate rise up in.
I just let people touch me, but it's not anyway. It's even women too. I don't like women touching me either.
I don't know if I believe that.
It
entirely.
bothers you less though.
Surely it must bother you. Less.
Maybe like I don't like. I regret not hugging my grandma as much. That's how much I don't like people touching me. Actually,
That's crazy. All right, well, way to ruin the mood.
what? This is,
I'm just kidding.
like if I don't have to touch people, I won't.
Right.
Like I hate walking through crowds because I'm like, oh my god, people are gonna fucking touch me.
All right, so
Nick-
Kingston's the least gay.
Yeah, he's the least gay.
I thought I was the most gay. Hey man,
Not
I
even
think
a
you're the
little
most
bit.
gay, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
Mainly
that.
because of the output. You know.
you do create the most homosexual media.
Yeah, and there's a lot, probably many accusations,
Yeah.
which I'm completely okay with, and I like.
I thought I was the most gay because I have no problem admitting if a man's attractive or not.
Well, yeah,
I'm like, oh, like, oh, it's a good looking guy.
I think that's because I'm like, why can't you do that?
I kind of can't.
You can't say men are attractive.
I can say it, but I don't know if I would believe it. I would be saying it really more to. I would say it to save face for these exact conversations,
So people would not think.
so that
you're
people
homophobic.
wouldn't think.
So then you are the most homophobic then.
Well, no, I just don't think gay people. I don't think. Oh, I almost Freudian
Oh
slip.
shit! I don't think gay people are people. You almost said that. You almost
I,
said that.
I just don't think gay people. Wait, hold on. Wait. I don't think gay people. I don't think it's. Hold on. I don't think they deserve. Hold on. Wait. I don't
think they
I don't
deserve right-
just. I don't think men are attractive.
Gas the gay. I mean,
Gay to gas.
gay the
I think
gas
the most
is
that I
what
can
it's like.
see is that like I can base.
You don't think so? You don't think you're attractive?
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah, not at all. I don't even I don't. Quite frankly, I don't understand why women allow us to do the things that they let us do to them. I don't get it.
What about an effeminate man like Timothy Chalamet? You can't see.
You like Tim Pool?
I mean,
Take his fucking hat off and slap his head.
He's feminine. He's feminine. He's feminine he's feminine in a Jada Pinkett Smith sort of way.
yeah, he's effeminate
On
in the
account
way
of
that
he's bald.
I
When
can,
I saw-
can bully.
When I saw his hat was off and I saw he had hair on the sides and nothing at the top, I wailed.
I do like
He's bald. He's bald.
The
It happens.
the since he's so used to having his hat on, he doesn't think that he needs to groom himself. So then, like, if a moment like that happens, you know, it's you see the cul-de-sac. It's like, oh no,
He's like a real life Double D. He's got like a fungal colony growing under that hat.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody not take his hat off?
Huh?
No, there was like he just never took it off. They took it off in one episode, but it happens off screen.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, no, I just think it's hard for me. All I can do is really assess what I've heard women say is attractive, and then almost like algorithmically be like, oh, that looks kind of like what people talk about, so he must be an attractive man.
it's interesting. So you don't feel it. That's concerning to me.
Is it? Why?
Well, because it's like I thought it's
Have you kissed a man before?
like on the lips.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I've kissed dozens of men.
Oh,
I mean, it's
I don't know what to make of this now.
your family, like the family practices of kissing each other on the lips, kind of thing.
Oh, no, I don't have any family.
Stupid.
I guess he's just.
Is it
gay.
weird? Is it weird?
This is a gay man.
No, hold on. Is it weird that I can't? That's how I think about it.
Well, I think I think it's like a lack of a human trait. It's kind of like, say, how we have certain things that are,
Sorry.
silence.
There's a do not disturb feature on the phone.
Like
I'm pretty sure it's on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, it can't be. It literally can't be.
How did you manage that? Was that an alarm?
I think it was alarm, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, that makes sense.
At 3:30. Okay, gotcha.
So,
Oh no, what I was saying is, oh geez, I forgot my Razor scooter's still on OfferUp. I don't want to sell anymore.
I've had a table on OfferUp for years. I have not sold it. I still have it. Whatever.
I'm too lazy to take it down.
It was the table. Well, no, I actually did get rid of that. The one that you had in your old apartment, the glass one.
Yeah.
Because Joe was like, "You want a table?" And I was like, "Maybe." And I took it and I left it outside because I was like, "This definitely has roaches in it." Because it's from fucking Joe.
You.
That apartment had roaches.
Dude, I set
Roachy
all
Joe.
myself on fire before I get to the house. He's like, you gotta clean all this right now. And I was like, "Pat." He's like, all of it.
Oh.
So my whole room got bleached.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm lighter than I was when I
Let's go back to this little.
Yeah. The attractive thing.
It's the instinctual like shit.
Who's an attractive man in your like the first thing you think of?
One of the first things I saw, I think Chris Helmsworth is a standard, like the strength, the jawline, just like the symmetry of a lot of things. He has a lot of things that people like. Where they say easy on the eyes for a reason.
Sure.
Easy on the eyes is like and there is the standard beauty, and then there's just what people like say things that people like that are not standard, but they're often like, oh, I really like
like Joseph Quinn or something.
yeah, that's actually a good.
He looks like one of the Victorian people that like would be in a picture.
He looks like a Victorian painting of Mark Zuckerberg.
he looks like the Francis V or whatever his name is, the one that looked like fucking was like inbred till the sun came home. He looks like Joseph Quinn. No disrespect, Joseph Quinn. I like him.
No disrespect. He just looks like a Down syndrome fucking inbred.
That's what he looks like,
Victorian
bro.
king.
Whatever.
You look like a fucking misshapen inbred fucking DNA mess of a cocktail.
I look like a burnt
But no
Pillsbury
disrespect.
Doughboy. I look like a
But
burnt
no
Pillsbury
disrespect.
Doughboy. He looks like that. It's true.
The Pillsbury Doughboy is a cute. Even you are aware of it because you've given yourself a cute point of comparison.
I've not.
You should say more like I know I look like the revolting slob from HBO's Crash Box. It's not so flattering anymore, is it?
Yeah.
It's still pretty flattering.
Sure.
His name is Revolting. That's amazing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guess I can acknowledge when somebody photographs well, or when I feel like they could.
Photogenic.
But for me, like photogenics, right?
Yeah.
Where like I kind of feel like, but that's more about how undistracting you are. You know what I mean? Or like, because I've had like I think about it in thumbnails all the time. Like whenever I put myself in thumbnails, it's like fuck. It's so hard to find an image of me that isn't distracting because I just think I look weird. So like when I see somebody who doesn't look weird, that's immediately like, oh, they must be attracted.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I never thought about this. I will say this isn't something that I would like to hear more people in their perspective about. Especially say opposite sex, like okay, so women, How do you
cares?
How do you feel?
Who cares?
Okay, we'll go back to the men. Then.
Hey, you know,
so men. I'm sorry, ladies, you're not a part of this.
You're not. Shut up. Get out.
Men. Like, so when you see, because obviously you probably, if you're like a heterosexual, you don't have a feeling though, because that's a different thing. Like, there are certain women you can see and be like, wow, she's fucking gorgeous. You know, you can have like a certain feeling. Like, but like a man, like say when I see Henry Cavill, when I see Michael B. Jordan, when I see people like that, I don't have that feeling. I just recognize that like that is a really handsome man. I see his features, and it's more of like, imagine if I look like.
Oh, you?
I think it's
like
that,
you wish
yeah,
you had
yeah.
those.
It's kind of like, look at those. You can recognize how those features. Like, I see Michael B. Jordan. I'm just like, you see the features on this guy, and you're like, imagine.
Right.
Life is much easier just by being like, you're just looking, and then a woman's gushing.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I never. I guess that's the only way that I could ever relate to it. I guess.
That's the most simple way to think of it.
But yeah,
like,
it's not. I'm not
because I can't tell. Because I
it.
can't tell if like a person is like sexually attractive or not.
I think some men are like clearly attractive, but it's like because of the fact.
No, but
that
then some women will be
traits.
like, but then someone will be like, oh, the fucking Bluey.
But
You know what I mean?
But
And
no.
Bluey from the show, the cartoon.
Because visual
Be like,
attraction,
Bluey is hot.
Visual
you heard that?
attraction.
I've heard that from.
I've heard that.
I've heard and seen that. Not even from like a micro community of people. It's not even like a niche opinion.
Listen, that's not in real life stuff. Though.
No, it distinctly is.
When you you've heard people that you've met in real life that aren't terminally online. That
I
like
have.
a cartoon. Was it a dog?
Dog,
a cartoon
yeah.
dog. Said Bluey's hot.
When people have like hear me outs or whatever, women's hear me outs are like, or not even hear me outs in the sense of like, oh, they're ugly or whatever. It's just like people genuinely will post videos about how like, yeah, I used to have a crush on this person. It's like a fucking like Larry the Lobster or something. You know what I mean? And it's real.
I think this is this is
mental disorder.
I just I just don't know. Like, so I have like older stepsisters that didn't have crush on cartoon things. Like, it would have to be like a guy, Tuxedo Mask, who at least kind of has the shape of a guy, even though it's animated.
Well, yeah, I had like vague cartoon crushes.
Like cartoon crushes. I don't find a problem with that.
I don't
Totally
think I had
Spies?
many. I don't really.
It's
have
the
many.
like
I thought
if
they
you
were hot,
had a crush.
Well, that's what I mean.
The samurai.
That's what that means when you're like
Samurai
that
Pizza
young.
Cats. Have you ever heard of the Samurai Pizza Cats?
Don't say those words in a row like they mean something.
I know what they are.
Samurai Pizza Cats?
Yeah, you don't know about the Samurai Pizza.
What the fuck are you talking
way
about?
Too old, dude. It's a very old anime show. The Samurai Pizza Cats.
This is pissing me off, actually.
My sister loved that show.
Samurai Pizza. But I'm saying, if you were attracted to Samurai Pizza Cats, I'd be like, okay, we have a problem here.
Right.
But like, say, if you're Tuxedo, like any of like a lot of the bitches love the
humanoid people.
Nephlite from Sailor Moon, like those guys. Like, I get that,
dude. You know what I remember? Like this,
The bitch was was a bad
this
bitch. I forgot her name.
This was a distinct
Queen Beryl.
Oh God.
This was
Spank Bank.
This is a distinct memory that I have.
What do you got?
A distinct memory that I have,
Samurai
where
Pizza
my
Cats?
great aunt,
Yeah.
old, very old, gray hair, clearly an old woman. There would be times where I would be like watching DBZ or whatever. She'd be like, and like Goku would come on, and like you'd be shirtless or whatever. He's like, oh, that's my boyfriend, you know.
Yes.
And it was a joke, but it happened enough where I'm like, I don't know if it's really a joke.
She's half joking.
No,
The amount-
I half.
Half. That's what I mean. Like,
Right.
she's like, but at the same time, she's like, I would love a guy like that.
Right, exactly.
A fucking beefy, young,
A
fucking
beefy
strong,
5'8", a stocky wall 5'8".
I guess you can't tell he's 5'8".
He
know?
yeah,
Is Goku 5'8"?
He's like 5'8".
He's like,
He was like 5'4".
he looks a lot taller to me.
Yeah, Vegeta's. I know Vegeta's 5'4".
Goku looks. I always thought Goku was like taller. I thought he was like 5'10", 5'11".
And then Gohan's like 5'9". See, it's not just me.
So I'm joking about it. It's like-
Yeah, sure.
No, I felt nothing. I really.
I feel
other than
nothing.
my dick. Kind
Anyway, so let's just round it out here. Let's round it out here. Kingston's the least gay. Derek's the most gay.
I guess, yeah.
I am middle. I'm middle gay.
Yeah, middle gay. I guess, yeah.
I'm like 15% gay.
Yeah.
Hey man, I have no problem being gay, right? Just don't touch me.
But I guess I just don't know what gay
Don't fucking
means
touch me.
really anymore.
I guess that's for me. If it's like,
Because I attribute sexuality to like purely like this, like what sex is.
Yeah. Like
So to me, like you suck a dick, that's gay. It's a gay act.
well,
Even if you do it with a trans woman, that's kind of a blurred line, but that's still kind of like that's a gay act.
I guess
in my head because I view sexuality from sex.
I agree with you,
know what
with
I mean?
that, but that moment it's like I don't care. I've like as the moment that happens,
actually,
I'm on.
No, I understand. No, I'm with you 100%.
So I'm
also of the mind where if
evolved.
I was sleeping with Lady Gaga or whatever,
and Lady Gaga
happened to have a penis.
Well,
I don't know.
But you see, here's the thing, and I think
I genuinely don't know.
Well, for me, the thing is that's the most repulsive part of a man to me is the penis.
That's what I'm saying.
That is the most what is for me.
That's the interesting thing. I think for most people, it's the opposite, and why I think that
it's so fascinating.
Well, it's actually because I think
you're right. You must be right because of all the food shit.
So first of all, there's that. Think about porn, man. How many people even watching, for example, that watch heterosexual porn or they'll watch like glory hole stuff. They don't have a problem with the tool that gets the job done. They have a problem with the man with the beard or hearing that voice. Because, like, say, for example, one of the hottest things to a lot of people is hearing a woman moan.
Yeah.
A woman moaning in your ear or something like that. Dude, that shit, like, can get you the finish line way faster. Well, yeah, you're a psychopath. So, like, but, if you're hearing, so the way I grew up, if I heard a man moaning, it immediately, I'm out. I've been taken out of the VR machine.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, ew.
I might as well be doing taxes.
Yeah, it's like ew. But like, if say for example, I've seen glory hole videos where like there's just like some there's this one I had a link of. It was a Spanish chick. She's like blonde and like just going to town like, and I was just like, that chick's hot, you know, like she was hot, but like my mind is completely separated. Like the guy's gone, but if I saw the guy and him like, oh, I'm like, it immediately grosses me out.
I feel like they don't even let dudes make noise anymore in porn. I feel like
there's the ones that are no more. There's the ones that know how this is made for people like me.
That's true.
To shut the fuck up. What are they called? Studs?
Yeah.
Like shut the fuck up, stud, and just do the thing. So that's why.
But they don't want you.
Multiple. That's very
they don't
true.
want you.
Absolutely.
The thing is, like, because women like that. Obviously.
They do. They want to hear.
And so, like, if you do it, you're gonna get more women fans. And
yes.
If you're a porn star, why wouldn't you want that?
Well, see, that's the thing.
You know?
Women are such a low amount. Men are the dominant, so you want
but that's
you're gonna make more money.
Sure. But that's a self-fulfilling prophecy because that's why it's so much. Like, women don't like porn because of the fact that porn is so heavily geared towards being made for men.
I agree.
So that's why there's less. Like the problem exists because the problem exists. You know,
there's plenty. So I do know that there are some male porn stars that specifically cater to women. Like, there was this guy. I don't know his name, but he has a bunch of tattoos. He looks like he's in like an indie rock band. He looks like some pussy. But like he caters towards the women because they're like, oh, he's like really sensual and all this stuff. And me watching that, I'm like, my dick is inside me. I'm so not turned on. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I get it. That's what I've heard testimony from 3 different dudes. That's why they're like, the chick with the dick is the best of both worlds because you have the tool and you have the thing. And I'm like, I get that.
A lot of my friends that do watch Funari porn are like, mathematically, it is less gay than straight porn. And I'm like, you're technically right.
What porn?
Straight porn.
Straight porn.
Like porn with like just a guy and a girl fucking.
Porn is technically less
because there's less man in it. Because
so.
What is a man?
Right.
Like mathematically, like simply mathematically, you're right.
That's an interesting way to think about it. That is true.
Let's put it this way: when I saw a guy like bared and stuff with a pussy, it was the grossest thing I've ever seen.
I stumbled across that porn once, and I was like, "This feels so."
I didn't see porn. Insane. It was a picture. It was a picture on like Steak and Cheese or Rotten, one of those things. And it grossed me out, meaning that the pussy. I so much like the package of the woman.
Yeah, of course.
The pussy is so like I don't like it's not like I can ignore the guy and be like, oh, that pussy.
I know what you mean.
It's
no one loved the appearance of pussy. No one's like, I love what pussy looks like.
Like when I saw that, it was. I mean,
you love the appearance of pussy.
It's not that I
don't love how pussy feels.
You like I feel like it just.
They're associated.
Doesn't it just like activate you? Isn't it just that thing?
Of course.
Like say when I see the like pants.
I would want to see it while I'm cooking fucking eggs or something, and I just turn around and it's like in my face all of a sudden.
Well, see, my problem is it works almost. It works like that for me. So I'm doing something, and then all of a sudden, if I see like pussy, like I'm like. You know, because all of a sudden my stupid...
He's a monkey.
Yes, I am a human that has been designed to do that so I can want to breed. Yes, I have That is a part of my fucking.
I am so much more attracted.
So much time on this.
You've been beaten out of. It's been beaten out of you.
I'm so much more attracted to a woman's physical body than just her vagina. A vagina is the.
I think it's all of it though.
It's the package.
It's the thing, but the vagina is not like I see a vagina. I'm like jackpot.
Well, it's
yum,
not
yum,
just like
yum yum yum.
It's not a singular like floating vagina.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
It's not like seeing a sandwich. Red, I got a pussy red.
red. The vagina is
We
floating.
gotta move on. We got another question, please. Chris Power Scaling Genocides wrote in. Says, hey pedophile. Oh, is that what I was talking about? The Armenian?
What? I don't. What?
I was talking about like how the Armenians shut down everything for a genocide, but the Jews had a bigger one and they keep their stuff open 24/7.
Right.
I don't know if that's power scaling, but that's the only thing that I could relate to it.
I guess so.
He says, hey pedophile, pedophile serial killer, and Sweeney.
What?
Oh,
Wait, is that...
interesting.
Okay, there's no comma here. So I don't know if there's like a
This is
pedophile
just
serial
Oh,
killer.
that he's the pedophile serial killer Sweeney?
But it's whatever.
I don't know.
I thought I was spared for once. I thought I was like, oh wow.
No, you are spared.
Are you sure? You said there's no commas.
But there's no commas.
But there's still an end.
But there's still an N, so it's like pedophile. I assume it's
there's an N.
Hey, pedophile, serial killer, and Sweeney.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who
So
the
you are-
fuck's
you're
a
actually-
pedophile who's a serial killer? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I'm neither of those things.
Anyway, he says, hey, boy, I've always wondered why there is this culture. That's all he wrote.
What?
You're kidding.
Yeah. He says, hey, boy, I've always wondered why there's this culture in minorities that they have to marry/have kids with people that are in the same race. I see it especially towards black men who get shamed for being with a woman who is not black. Keep up the good work, you three troglodytes. It does happen a lot, unfortunately.
This is a white kid living in America that hasn't interacted with a lot of different cultures because they have no idea how common this is in every ethnic culture.
Yeah.
Asian, Indian, like well, I guess it's the same thing. Asian.
It's particularly
Western Asian, Eastern Asian.
It's particularly in America where that you hear it the most in black culture. Like in America, you hear it the most about black people.
Well, it's only because we're so Americanized.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't have a culture that was brought over here was beaten out of us, right?
Yeah,
our culture is just what we are here.
I'm Caribbean.
I mean,
right?
dude,
And-
even with what was it, the Prince?
yeah, they freaked out.
They freaked out when he was with a
Right.
He was with a black girl. So
Yes.
like, I think
Yeah.
It's very strange because for me, it's
I have a weird lens for this because
I am
being
mixed race technically already to begin with.
yeah,
That's the thing that
Yeah,
makes
you're an
it weird
abomination.
for
I
me.
know.
Ouch.
Wait, what?
Ouch.
Wait, who said that?
Ouch. I don't consider myself a mixed race person,
Papa
but
John?
by very technicality, I am a mixed race person to begin with.
Sure.
So I exist where it's like,
yeah, your hands are white.
yeah, I guess. I guess. So it's the idea is that like for me personally, I know it's not a big deal. I think you love whoever you love and you can't really control that. It's like really, it is truly kind of out of your hands.
Boring.
But like when it comes to like a lot of black people being weird about that is because of the fact that blackness is kind of under attack in a weird way.
Oh my God.
And we're fetishized.
You're making this unwatchable, dude.
That was fucking excellent. That was
Stop. That stuff
I'm sorry.
That stuff he can't control. Stop.
I know. That's mean. That was mean. I felt
sorry.
instantly mean for no reason. I apologize.
I look, dude.
I'm sorry. I think you should totally be able to make fun of that because it's not. Because it's like anything else. Like if you're made fun of like a Down syndrome kid or something, you're not.
That's kind of my line.
It's the point. You're doing dark humor, and I'm saying like, well, where's the lines? Why is that the line?
My
like,
line
that
is
doesn't make any sense.
my line is kind of like things
Like
you
I feel
can't
like we've
control.
said way worse, but that's fucking race jokes. That's everything. Like,
Yeah, but that's for-
that's
that's-
a
We-
very
listen, King, with all due
arbitrary
respect,
line.
I have no
with all
line.
due respect, we have no business drawing a line for anybody on this show. The shit that you say on a regular basis.
I understand that, right? I'm a human and I am full of fucking conundrums and fucking. I'm a person. Shut the fuck up. Stop.
all right. Let's move on.
But Packing's under attack and people don't like that. So it's
Yeah.
weird. I don't have. I personally feel.
Red. Listen,
I'm afraid that in 2 generations, my kid's gonna be a white person saying the N-word, and that's gonna bother me.
that will happen.
I know.
I will
I'm
make
very
sure
aware.
it happens.
I don't give a shit. I want to be like sci-fi and just be the human race. I don't fucking care about that shit anymore.
So
I think this is. You saw that bitch that got $600,000 for saying the N-word to a little kid. I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah,
we're so ass backwards.
Yeah, there's nothing.
We're so ass backwards.
20 years ago, that person would have been attacked.
The thing to me is that like
Somebody would have attacked her. Somebody would have
originally
found her and attacked her.
the thing. You know what actually bothers me is
crazy.
that there's like conservatives out there that have the gall to like tone police anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah.
you can't say I'm not allowed to say certain things
Right.
or act a certain
When
way.
they
or
try to tone police
when
me, it's
you
crazy.
voted for exactly this but worse.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? You can't do that. Are you kidding?
They just want their cake and eating everything. They want to just be the biggest hypocrites without ever being called out. They just want to do everything.
Yeah, they want to win, but they want to stay the victims. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
weird because at this point now the conservative party is full of a bunch of people that are just kind of
Right.
like just silly,
Yeah,
No, we know.
just silly in a
But
way that's like funny.
But so this question of just like, why is it like
Why is
this
that?
is as Hispanic, I can't say I notice as much because we're all fucking all over the place. It kind of doesn't. I've not seen it be an issue
Yeah.
in our family, but I've seen it elsewhere. And I remember dating black girls, there were looks from other people. So it's mega fucking strange.
It's definitely an us versus them. Unfortunately, it just stems from tribalism.
Yeah.
They want to. It's just especially the parents, because it's always the parents that a lot of times, and you have to break free of that. It's one of the
It's like
reasons.
that fucking lady with her baby
Exactly.
shouting the fucking N-word.
Like that kid.
That kid stands no chance.
That kid's
Which is
fucked.
crazy is that kid because that kid that's gonna re-fulfill this prophecy again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
It's gonna like he did people like it's like
gotta
it's
break-
real
you
thing.
gotta
It's like
break it.
That's just doing it again. It's just
And like,
happening again.
That's the worst thing too.
Yeah.
Is that like when someone's like because obviously being racist is like a negative thing and it's a bad thing, but it's even worse when it just spawns from genuinely nothing. When it's like literally like, oh, my mom was this way, so I'm this way too. It's not even like I had a bad experience and I have like an illogical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's most of it.
That at least like evolutionarily like makes sense to the human brain.
Yeah.
Why
I
like
think-
you would
I think-
have that.
I think
but
it
like
does,
to,
but
to have
that's
that
so-
instilled in you.
Most
I
of it
think
is
it
that.
does,
Most of
but
it is
it's so also
indoctrination.
stupid.
Well, animals are stupid.
Of course.
But we have because like we're so many experiences.
Kingston, you can put a cucumber next to a cat and it will jump and scream away
yes,
from
but
it.
we're not
Like,
fucking cats.
No, but what I'm saying is
we're so
we're
much
still
more-
animals though.
But we're
And-
so much more than
Nope.
we're so much
Not a
more
lot
than
of
every.
people. Not a lot of
no,
people.
as humans overall, the greater species of us, we're so much
Right,
more
but
than that.
we're-
No,
Kingston-
we have potential. We're not so much more than that.
I think we are.
We're not.
I think
Clearly
we,
not.
Why? Where's the evidence?
I think that as far as we've gotten, like I think that like being able to like I guess, and it's at the end of the
I think
day,
you're misunderstanding the
I have
point.
to be wrong because it exists, right?
Right.
I think
But it's like-
potential is fine to say. We
Because
have the potential
it's
to be
just like
great.
how
We're
it's
not.
It's so insane for somebody to have like a bad association, like let one association dictate other things.
Well,
it's
that's
so
the-
insane to me that that's how it works.
Right, but that's the brain has survived so like thousands and thousands of years doing that exact thing. It's eating a berry, dying, and being like, "I'm not eating those berries." From one thing, it could have been a fucking allergic reaction. For all you know,
but at the same time, it's like how can you
Listen,
when it comes to
I'm just explaining to you why this is a thing.
I get it, right? But
and how it happens.
When it comes to inner learning of the world we live in, so that means you can hate black people all you want. There's no black people you have heard music from or if they've done anything you like, and you're gonna let your biases be created off of like your one interaction. That is so mind blowingly fucking stupid,
It's,
though.
well,
But
you know
it's-
what it
but
is?
it's- but
It's
it's-
actually very narrow from your perspective because you haven't been in a situation like that. Let me give you an example.
I absolutely
Let me give
have.
you an example. So you've lived in a melting pot. So let me give you an example of like say a Palestinian.
I get it,
So
right?
a Palestinian living under the Israeli rule
I get it.
have not had experiences of good Jewish people. So they think Jews suck. And you can.
So I have not.
Even though there are plenty of good Jews that are probably even around them, they just haven't talked to them. They're not interested.
I have a different because it's not as extreme, right? And I can acknowledge that part, right?
Look,
so when you're put in a situation where you're only attacked by a certain group, like only attacked, because there's different, right? There it's like it is this opposition to them. Like back when it was like actual tribalism shit, when it was literally tribes, it's
man.
oh, these other tribes, all you've ever been is people that come into my town and kill my people.
Look, man.
Though I think it's stupid, it is really, though I think it's stupid to have to deal with that. That is what they live with. When we live in like here in America, that makes no sense.
Look, see, this is what I'm talking about. Narrow view. So you can take like Mississippi. some black people growing up in the South that have only had bad experiences with white people, so they have a worldview that white people suck and they're oppressors, they're evil, they're this, and that.
That is,
and because of that, and depending on how long they've grown up with those feelings, kind of hard to undo. And so it's not me condoning. It is just understanding how they get there.
And then it becomes a game of confirmation bias, right? Where like you read X, Y, and Z, and then it confirms, and then it reinforces.
Yeah, like you're kind of putting your experience and not understanding how other people aren't like you.
I have to acknowledge
how
other
I
experiences.
get it. How come you can't?
I have to acknowledge other people's experiences are valid, but I think it's so hard to live in, particularly in this country, with those biases, considering how fucking much every other group exists around you. Like there are communities where there are predominantly one group of people.
The large cities don't represent most of how.
No,
live.
I understand that, but media, like everything that exists, dude.
You're giving people too much credit.
It's so much that you just simply pass by.
I want to tell you something that sounds insane. Like this is like here's a real thing. So you remember we all know Dusty Smith, old fucking like wow I'm Dusty.
I do remember him.
He fucking didn't know there were atheists until his 30s. He grew up in Mississippi.
I think that's so crazy.
That's what I'm saying,
it's
though.
It's so crazy.
Being surrounded by only Christians, even though there's media that clearly there should be atheists.
That's the thing. It's like there's media exists so prevalently in the world we live in now.
In one ear, out the other. You're not even absorbing that other. It's like, say, seeing an alien species. If you don't understand what you're seeing, then you're not going to know what you're seeing. So same thing with hearing. Yeah. And so like. He grew up. It sounds insane to us hearing that. Like, wow, you didn't know that there were non-religious people.
I do acknowledge.
Till you're 30.
It sounds insane to me that people like the Halo show. So, like, I mean, yeah.
I do acknowledge. That I come from a place that I was born in a melting pot. And lived there. I come from a multi-ethnic, technically multiracial family. So I understand that, but it's so weird to me because I didn't know about.
I'm melting red. Ooh.
Because I grew up Christian. There was plenty of fucking anti-gay shit all around. I'm Caribbean. And you were like, we're homophobic as shit, dude. And I'm like, oh, this doesn't make sense. They're people. Like, what does it matter more? Like, it was very simple.
I don't know how else to explain to you.
My experience does not
I think it's
you're
really,
in the minority, Red.
I am. It's really sad that people are so fucking stupid.
That's it.
It's really insane.
You've worked it out. It's like. And I say this to JoJo all the fucking time. I'm like, how am I still shocked by anything at this point? Like, say why do I have feelings of disappointment when that bitch raised like $600,000 for calling the black kid N-word? Why do I feel anything when I shouldn't be even remotely surprised? You know what I'm saying?
She could have said so many. She's like, hey, don't do that. That's not okay.
Like a normal human being.
And then be mad at the parents. That's still an overreaction,
brother.
But it's like,
kids
look.
Of all races steal shit all the fucking time, and then her bringing race into it is just she's a terrible fucking human being, and then of course just the worst people on earth was like, this is great.
She raised the
and I'm just like, oh, we don't deserve. We're a bad species. Like that's it. We are a bad species. It is. People need to remember that we're animals, like Chris was saying. We're fucking animals, and we're just conscious animals, but we're still animals, and we suck.
I think we've gone through a really terrible spell.
Butt fuck the shit out of us. I'm ready.
I think we've gone through a really terrible spell where
I'm ready.
We went from like moving forward, and then like things kept happening, and we just let ourselves get to the point where like
this is so funny to me.
Villainy.
You gonna finish that, Red? Red, Red. You gonna finish that sandwich?
There is a sandwich off screen. I made a quick sandwich because I usually like start the show without eating, and it's like just not a good idea.
Yeah.
So like I threw together like just like a salami and white
good.
American sandwich.
It's good. You should do that more often.
I drink water.
It's such a plain sandwich. I didn't have time to put.
That's how I eat sandwiches. I'm like a child.
Really?
I don't put stuff in.
I sometimes at least put like a what is it I don't even know what the fuck it's called. I get it kind of pre done from
garnish.
Yeah.
It's
the Jersey Mike's like
cheese is effort. Like I usually meat, bread, maybe a little bit of mustard.
Oh God, dude!
Mustard. That's what I mean. Like things like that.
Okay.
I have such intimate sandwich making, bro. I'm gonna go home right now after this and make me a fucking bomb ass sandwich.
Yeah, that's
some honey turkey, some Swiss cheese, a little bit of mayo.
Too much.
Last question before we go. The Blackest Sarkis wrote in.
Yeah.
By the way, Andy Serkis is in that game. Isn't that weird?
He is?
Claire Obscura. Yeah. The Blackest Sarkis wrote in. He says, "What's the content you consume that you love, but statistically you shouldn't? For example, I've been a fan for about 11 years. The Snark Tank is the only podcast I watch. but I don't give a fuck about video games or politics. Yet I've seen every single minute of every show, and I don't plan on stopping. What? I'm so curious about
That
this.
is okay.
I guess that's a good thing because it means, I guess, that the jokes or the fuck around aspect of it is the main thing.
I don't know what I can.
But that's interesting.
That is interesting, actually.
I don't know if I have anything like this. I got to be real.
Because for me, I don't know. I think everything that I like kind of falls back into like. Because I've always liked the heroes. I like the idea of heroism. That was always something I really enjoyed. I love mythology and science fiction.
Content you consume.
I don't know, bigoted content on Instagram. That's like the best bet for me because
I guess
I shouldn't like that, but it makes me laugh so much. But it only makes me laugh clearly because I'm traumatized, and I think that's insane.
Yeah, I kind of exclusively only watch things that I think I'm interested in. Like I think inherently, right? There's so much. I guess. Sometimes I'll go into like some weird deep dive on some shit that I don't know anything about. But like I don't think that's like
I gotta shave tonight. I'm done.
No.
I'm getting this shit off. I'm done.
You look
I'm
terrible.
done.
Shaved little swastikas into it.
That would be sick as fuck.
Get a collab on Kanye's new album.
Hitler.
I'll get a Yeezy collab.
Yeah, you would.
I would
You'd
not
be
ask
so
for it.
happy. Like all you got, he's replying to random people now too.
I
crazy.
I can't talk to him. I can't do it.
Just do it, and then I'm gonna Photoshop it, and then see what he says.
Him talking to me would like him say it's. My heart makes feel sad,
dude. Between
my heart
him,
no good.
Between him, Candace Owens, and Brianna Wu, I'm like so happy with like the track record of just like people I've hated early.
Yeah,
you know that ended up being totally justified.
That's the thing. I just don't understand.
Like, it feels great.
The people that I'm like, it's like they have no stranger danger, no radar. There's no nothing. But I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You couldn't tell that these people were fucking crazy charlatan weirdos. That like they weren't just normally functioning people.
Yeah,
they weren't just I hate what a lot of stuff is turned into on the Bread 2. The way they remember a lot of people, because like they don't necessarily remember people like us that were like pretty normal, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Think about like the craziest fallouts and stuff.
Yeah, like Black Pigeon Speaks.
Yeah,
or
all that Sargon
like that,
or some shit. Like they're just whatever the fuck they're doing at whatever cave they're fucking typing from right now. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Probably this.
Yeah.
Probably podcast.
This, but like on a
what
level
is Paul
of
Watson doing?
Oh, the whites are suffering.
Paul Joseph Watson?
Yeah, you still around?
Well, the last time I checked, he had another channel that was doing really well.
Yeah, he got hand reduction surgery. I saw that.
Now his hands are too small.
Now he's got really tiny. He's like the opposite of that guy from Always Sunny. With
He's the guy.
He is the guy actually, because the guy puts the.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's just so funny.
Fake hands on.
Yeah, so it's weird because just seeing these people, they're in their respective racist corners or whatever.
Yeah,
and still making like
he's
a
like
lot
Sonic.
of. They're making a lot of. He's got the gloves on.
Yeah, he's got Mickey Mouse gloves. Yeah,
it's so crazy they wear gloves. I want to see what they look like without the gloves. Goofy,
Sonic.
all of them.
I bet it's underwhelming as fuck. I bet it's just a normal ass hand.
I bet Knuckles is the funniest. He has hands with spikes on it. That's it.
Huh? Looks photorealistic.
Perfect
guy's hand.
All right, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God, I am.
Let's do it.
Want to eat some real food?
I'm so fucking red. What's wrong with me? Am I sick?
What happened?
Am I sick?
Of course you are. You shat your bed.
Oh my God, Shiloh Hendrix. That's
not anymore.
Name.
Oh,
that's a fake.
Are you not shitting right now?
I thought you were sitting right now. No, I'm just leaking Iker right now.
That's fucking, dude. I'd be like, come on, man.
Dude, what the fuck?
All right, guys. Bye.
Niggas embarrassed, right?